Google Al Sharpton Kingmaker. And the mainstream media is very approvingly referring to him as a kingmaker. Isn't it odd that somebody who's made anti-Semitic statements, somebody who's been accused of fanning the flames of what one Jewish leader called the most serious pogrom in the history of the American Republic? I'm referring to the 1991 Crown Heights riots, where there's a tape of Sharpton saying, "Pin your yarmulke on your head, you Jews, come over to my house, let's get it on." He's a kingmaker. Buttigieg kissed his ring. Warren did. Beto O'Rourke did. They all did. It's a guy who made his fame by falsely accusing a white man, a former district attorney in Dutchess County, named Stephen Pagonis, of raping a black teenager. And he knew it was a lie, said it anyway. And one of Sharpton's cohorts broke ties with him and publicly said Sharpton knew it was a lie. And Sharpton said, quote, "It doesn't matter, it's not true. We're going to be the baddest N-words in America," close quote. And that's exactly what happened. Made him famous. Complete and total lie. New York grand jury investigated it, said it was a lie. Sharpton publicly said to Pagonis, "You think I'm lying? Sue me for defamation." Pagonis did. And a multiracial jury found Sharpton and his co-defendants unanimously liable for defamation. And Sharpton didn't pay. Took years to get the money. And the only reason Sharpton paid is that he decided to run for president and he knew it would be embarrassing. So his rich buddies passed the hat and paid his part of the judgment. That's just one thing. In the streets of Ferguson, no justice, no peace. Not one word of testimony had been taken. Turns out the witness completely lied. Michael Brown did not have his hands up, did not say no peace, did not say don't shoot. Now, the reason this is relevant is because Sharpton says, "I came out of the King movement." When have you heard MLK say no justice, no peace? When? And don't give me this business about MLK said that riots are the language of the unheard. He did say that. He also said that it's counterproductive. He didn't encourage it. No justice, no peace. This man is on a surveillance tape discussing selling cocaine with an undercover FBI agent. Is this thing on? New York Times had a long story, not Breitbart, not Fox News, New York Times. At the time, it was $5 million light in taxes. How do you get $5 million light in taxes unless you make a boatload of money? And I have no idea what his tax status is because the media is not curious about it anymore. Can you imagine if Donald Trump was a whole bunch of money light in taxes and all of a sudden the media just stopped writing about it? Are you kidding me? They're both kingmakers. Nobody's got a problem with this. I read you the resolution that Joe Scarborough introduced when he was in the House about Freddie's Fashion Mart. That Al Sharpton turned from a simple dispute between landlord and tenant into Jew and black Gentile. Next thing you know, 5 people were murdered. Sharpton fanned the flames of that. During the trial of the young men that were charged in connection with the Central Park jogger rape and attack, Sharpton had a bunch of yahoos down there yelling, "The boyfriend did it, the boyfriend did it." The Democratic Party has this guy as a kingmaker, somebody who is disparaging the case of the Central Park jogger by bringing people at the courthouse yelling, "The boyfriend did it, the boyfriend did it." Referred to Jews as diamond merchants, referred to whites moving into Harlem as interlopers. Donald Trump does one fraction of that, he's toast. Take the very words I just now said, put them in the mouth of David Duke, change the race, and you're going to say, yeah, he would say something like that. This guy's a kingmaker. Has a television show on MSNBC. Hee-haw. Appears with Joe Scarborough, the same guy that introduced the resolution. Has him on. They kiss each other's feet. It's insane. Reverend Sharpton, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. It's really great to...
Let's bring in Reverend Al Sharpton to talk about a couple of cases going on right now. Reverend, it's always great to see you. Thanks for being here with us.
Good to see you.
It's a joke. This guy's a kingmaker, but Marjorie Greene Taylor, who tweeted some stupid stuff, apologized for it, was contrite, said she realizes the stuff she said was wrong, but she ought not be in the House.
Later in 2018, when I started finding misinformation, lies, things that were not true in these QAnon posts, I stopped believing it. And I want to tell you, any source, and I say this to everyone, any source of information that is a mix of truth and a mix of lies is dangerous, no matter what it is saying, what party it is helping, anything or any country it's about. It's dangerous. And these are the things that happen on the left and the right. And it is a true problem in our country. So I walked away from those things.
And Chuck Schumer, the 1974 scheme that he pushed to rid a couple of buildings of black people out of a neighborhood in Flatbush, nobody even brings it up. These guys are laying down the standard. You got to be kidding me. I'm Larry Elder. Got to be kidding me.